What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Figured I'd chat with you guys for a few minutes. Sorry. Alrighty. So I just want to give you guys some updates real quick. Uh, Hang on a second. Let me share this out to a couple places. Excuse me. Um, we got a lot going on. Um, Hope everybody's having a great day. Oh, hang on one second. I saw the cover. What's up, Cameron? For the new Ripper jean. It's got the title dress and everything on it, back from Colors. So I saw that. We'll do a cover reveal on that next week. I believe is when Jason Turner is wanting to do the cover drop. Excuse me, man. Damn sinuses and everything. I got a little bit of a cold. So that'll be next week. Yeah, this week has definitely sucked. Dolly Parton and Tim Curry passed away day before yesterday, and then today um, we lost Peter Cullen. Um, excuse me. So yeah, it definitely sucks, man. Like said the other day on that post, I normally don't share out. Um, posts or whatever about um actors or singers or stuff like that when they pass away. Um, sorry. Um, but yeah, that sucks. I mean, those were all. What's up, Ryan? What's up, everybody? Ryan, those four commissions. I meant to ask you, are you going to be at Fan Expo Dallas to pick those up? Is that the one you're going to be at? Let me grab my water. And I know you're shipping me some blanks that you're wanting them specifically done on. So I know we're doing the Spider-Man Brand New Day thing. Okay, cool. You need to let me know what the other three sketches are going to be, or whatever, for the headshots in color on Saturday. Okay. But yeah, we got so we're still dealing with the omnibus books. Hopefully they should be in hand here soon for the Kickstarter. I still haven't forgotten about the raffle for the Cycle Style Omnibus Kickstarter. I just didn't really see any point in doing the raffle until I had the books in hand. And for those that are wondering what I'm talking about, on the raffle, I'm sorry, on the Kickstarter, if you spent over $700, you got entered into a raffle to win the original artwork for the first appearance of Cycle Style drawn by me. It was a splash page I drew for issue number 2. Freddy, Chucky, Thanos. Okay. What's up, Nicholas? But yeah, so let's do a little updates on stuff. So we're still waiting on Cycle Style Omnibus collector's edition books. Don't forget the first weekend of September, I will be at Tucson Comic-Con in Tucson, Arizona. The second weekend of September, I will be at Fan Expo Dallas. And then I believe it's the third weekend of September, I will be at UltraCon in, is it Palm Beach, Nicholas? Is it Palm Beach, Florida? What's up, Jim? What's up, everybody? Which we debuted, the Cycle Style UltraCon exclusive, which I don't think I have a picture on my damn computer here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, excuse me. So Nicholas with Realistic Comics wanted to do a Cycle Style exclusive for that show. So that's what we did. I think the covers came out incredible. Let me save the image here and I'll show you guys. Bear with me one second. Oh boy, I am exhausted. I have not slept well. And then on top of it, I have not felt well. So here's the exclusive we did for Realistic Comics and the UltraCon. Man, the internet is acting slow. I hate fucking satellite style internet. Excuse my language. So that is the UltraCon exclusive. I believe he put a few copies of these up for pre-sale. You would need to contact Nicholas. There's regular versions, the lava foils, and then the metals. And I believe he did a couple of one-of-ones, like an embossed lava foil and a embossed metal, I believe. So a little bit of a Joker kind of twist to it. So if you want one of those, be sure to reach out to Nicholas. Again, I don't know what he has left, so you'll have to touch base with him. Hey, sweetie. So he put I think he put a few of those. Like I said, you guys got to remember, some retailers will pre-sale a handful of the books before the Comic-Con to give the people a chance who's not going to be at the show a chance to get them. And then some retailers don't do pre-sales. They do the sale at the show, which I get why they do that. That's forcing people to come to the show to get the books. And then if there are any copies of the book left over, they'll post those for sale on their website, or they'll go live at the show, usually with the artist, to sell some copies to you guys who can't be there. Like I said, it varies from retailer to retailer. So don't be getting pissy with them or irritated with them if they don't do it the way I do them. Now, obviously, when it comes to the majority of other exclusives and the majority of other people, we'll do a pre-sale a week or two before the con, give you guys a chance to get stuff that can't be at the show. But some retailers, they only want to do it at the con. Again, I get it. It's a con exclusive. offering 5 sets for pre-sale. There you go, guys. There's your 5 sets. I don't know if he's doing any of them individually or if it's just straight up sets, regular foil metal sets. I don't know how he's doing them. So you'll need to reach out to Nicholas for that to find out the information. So we've got all that going on. The pre-show commission list for Tucson Comic-Con, Fan Expo Dallas, and UltraCon are open. I think I have like maybe 1 spot for Dallas. I think I have 3 spots left for Tucson Comic-Con, and I think I have 3 or 4 spots left for UltraCon. So if you're wanting a commission for me at either of those shows, you need to get with me on the pre-show list because I really won't be doing any commissions at those shows. Maybe 1 or 2 commissions per day, and that's dependent on how slammed I am. Sadly, no, she won't be at Fan Expo Dallas. She works a regular job, so she only has a certain amount of days a year she can take off, and she's taken off a week prior to our wedding to spend time with her sister that's flying in from Hawaii and do pre-wedding stuff. So I got you, sets only. So there you go, guys, but there's your matching sets with matching numbers. So get with me about that if you want a pre-show commission. Mystery boxes. I made the post the other day. 10 mystery boxes. I have 5 left. For those that don't know what that is, my mystery boxes are hands down the best mystery boxes in the game. That mystery box is a $200 mystery box, and it comes with $300 worth of stuff in it. And I don't mean $300 of supposed stuff. It's legit $300 worth of stuff in a $200 box. Like if you go to my website or come to my table at shows and you buy those items, it's $300. It comes with that particular mystery box, comes with a Baller Remark head sketch in it on a blank. It comes with 3 signed exclusives and 3 signed 11x17 prints. And I always throw in a little free goodie in each one of the mystery boxes that isn't listed on the information. So if you want one of those, go get them. They're mystery boxes, especially the way I do them, for the fact they're $100 less than what they normally would cost if you bought it off the website. They make great boxes to grab if you're a retailer. Keep what you want, sell the rest on your live shows, and you'll still make money. They're great for people to buy that want to share the comics and the artwork with other friends and family for Christmas gifts, etc. So yeah. Ryan, if you want it signed, if you haven't shipped those blanks yet, just ship the book with the blanks and I'll get her to sign it here at the house. Or if you've already shipped the blanks, then just give me the book in Dallas and I can bring it back and she can sign it. You just pay for the shipping. Yeah, they ain't nobody gonna beat my mystery boxes. That ain't happening. And I've put the challenge out there. I haven't had an artist or a retailer that could beat my mystery boxes, whether it's the $150 mystery box or the $200 mystery box or the $300 mystery box. Yeah, I do like 3 different mystery boxes 3 times a year. Right before Christmas, I'll do a $300 mystery box, and that I love the fact that I'm hard plugged into the internet and I still get a dead spot. You gotta love Starlink, man. Who's at my doorbell? Is it the regular post person? Hang on one second. Let me make sure what's at the bell, the door. Yeah, it's just a post person dropping off regular mail. If you're able to come, be sure to go to the website and RSVP. I can't wait to get you on my jam piece for MegaCon. Yeah. Just yell. Hopefully, I'll get to be at MegaCon again this year. That one can be a little tough to get into sometimes. I mean, I've done it the last 5 years in a row, so hopefully, I'll get to do it again this year. But what else? What was I saying? All right, we talked about the omnibus. Yeah, so if you want one of the mystery boxes, also you retailers, you guys are always complaining about how you can't afford to get an exclusive, you can't afford to do to sell exclusives, etc. I have 2 retailer bundles left of 2 each. Retailer bundles of my new Darkness #1 cover I did for Image Comics. My Stray Dogs, no, sorry, not Stray Dogs, Feral #10 exclusive, and my Department of Truth 0 exclusive, the Elvis Presley cover. That book is super important for those that don't know. That's the first time Elvis has ever been on the cover of a comic. That's the first time Elvis has ever been the subject matter of a comic. And I believe it's the first time DOT has ever had a guest writer on their book. And I believe it is Scott Snyder, if I remember correctly. So you retailers, you know, I see you guys making the comments every once in a while, like, oh, I'd love to do an exclusive. Oh, I wish I had a bundle of exclusives to sell. It's nice to see how all these other people can get it. Like, I've seen y'all make the comments. I've heard you say those comments at shows. So that's my Feral #10 cover. That is that's the Darkness #1. And of course, the Elvis Presley Department of Truth 0 cover. That's part 1 of a 3-part series they're doing, I believe. So if you're a retailer or an online seller that sells comics, I have 2 retailer bundles for each one of those. And those books cost me $6 and some change a piece to do. Those are my exclusives. Those aren't for another retailer. They're my exclusives. I paid to have those books created. They're artist exclusives. So if you want one, send me a PM. All I did was charge you guys $2 more than what I paid to have them printed. So that leaves more than enough meat on the bone. So they're $200 for a bundle of, I think it was, did I do 20 or did I do 25? Let me look again to make sure how I was doing, because I don't want to, because some people have bought bundles in the past and I don't want to, yeah, that's what I thought. $10 a pop. So, right at $10 a book, you're selling them for $15 to $20 a piece. So, yeah, I gave a signed copy of Darkness #1 you did to my friend as a birthday gift. And oh, good. Awesome. I'm glad he enjoyed it. Yeah, the remark on the 1-1 is the way I would go too. Holy Jesus. Yeah, the mail can be weird as shit sometimes. But yeah, so if you're an online seller or you're a comic shop or a online retailer, send me a PM. I have 2 artist bundles, retailer bundles for each one of those books. And those books sold hot as hell. I don't have hardly anything left out of the 500 print run for each one of those books. So $200 plus the shipping for 20 exclusives that you didn't have to invest anything into for the creation of, that you'll sell on your site or on your whatnot or your whatever for $15 to $20 a pop. That's damn good money. So send me a PM. Like I said, I always save some retailer bundles out of all the exclusives I do. And if you want one, send me a PM. The other thing is, I'll sign every one of them for free. So if you want them unsigned, you can get them unsigned. If you want them signed, I'll sign all 20 of them for free for you. And now it's a $30 exclusive. So what's up, V? What's up, everybody? So like I said, don't bitch about other people doing exclusives if you don't want to invest the money in doing them, because there are artists out here that have retailer bundles that when we do our own exclusives for these companies that we pay for, that you can touch base for and work out a deal. So, you know, like I said, I'm kind of being blunt with you about it there. Don't bitch about not having your own exclusives or selling exclusives. You know, when there's people out here that you have an avenue to kind of piggyback off what they've already done to make you some money. Now, some people might be asking me, well, why the hell would you do that? You'll eventually sell those. Yeah, of course I will. I sell them at every show. Every show I go to, I sell out of DOT zeros. I sell out of Pharaoh number 10s. I sell out of Darkness number 1s. I sell out of pretty much any of those exclusives I do at every show I go to. And I take about 20 copies to each show. And I'm selling them at a show for $20 a pop. You know, they damn sure sell. So the reason I do this is because it allows me to reach more people that I may not know, or they may not know me. Because, you know, obviously, even though I've been doing this 8.5 years, I'm still a kind of a newborn in this industry. You know, I've done 190 plus published covers in 8.5 years. And, you know, about 7 or 8 of them for Image Comics. I've done about 5 or 6 for Dynamite, you know, tons of other indie books. And, you know, sadly, your name doesn't really become much of a household name until you start doing a DC cover or a Marvel cover. Have you gotten the Absolute Psycho Sal books in from the claims? Yeah, you talking about the exclusives for yeah, Absolute Psycho Sal, the Cowtown Comic Con? Yeah, they've long shipped out, Ryan. Yeah, those books came in before Cowtown was here. As soon as I got back from Cowtown, I shipped out all the claims, which I don't have my notebook up here. It's downstairs. But yeah, all the Absolute Psycho Sal books have shipped. Unless it was something that's going to CGC, because as you guys know, I don't ship to CGC but once a month. And I've got a stack of books over there that's got to go to CGC here real soon. Now, I don't know if there's any in that stack. You know, I'd have to look at my notes to see who claimed CGC. But yeah, so for those that have asked, well, why are you selling them for, you know, a few dollars more than what you paid to have them created? Well, that's why. It gets me in front of more fans by going through other retailers, other comic shops, other online sellers that those fan bases may not know me. And contrary to what some artists think, you don't have to nickel and dime and max value every single thing you do. It's okay to lower prices on some stuff to get you in front of more audiences. More audiences and more fan bases are definitely the way you want to be also. But yeah, check all your packages, because I had somebody not too long ago ask me about a book saying they didn't get it. And when I told them to go check all their stuff, they found a box they hadn't opened yet, and there was the package. So always check your packages. Make sure you have opened everything you have received in the mail. But yeah, all the absolutes have all shipped. But I'll double check my notebook when I get downstairs to make sure that you know who all has ordered. But yeah, the mystery boxes, definitely grab you guys one of those. Like I said, it's a great way to get some cool items, and it'll be new exclusives. you know, from the last year that'll go in those boxes. It'll be new prints from the last year. No, it wouldn't be with that. No, all the Absolute Cycle Styles, they shipped hell weeks ago. Yeah. Like I said, I'll check my notebook when I get downstairs. Um, yeah, no problem. Um, yeah, because my notebook, do you remember when you claimed it? Did you claim it on the pre-sale? Because if you claimed it on the pre-sale, it's in my notebook. Now, if you came back later on and you claimed it on a post or something, I may have to go back and look. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Yep. I'm so damn ready. I'm so damn ready for the omnibus. Just got to get the order handled. Because as you know, I won't be carrying Psycho Sal books at my table anymore at shows. And I was hoping to have these books before, you know, the omnibus before Tucson and before Fan Expo Dallas and stuff. And I don't think that's going to happen. Sadly, as you guys have seen in the previous video, or if you haven't, we had this huge delay and issue problem for almost a 2-month delay dealing with this other printer that he completely threw a damn monkey wrench in our shit. To the point we had to wash our hands with that guy and move over to a new one. Yeah. No, if it was on the post, you're in my notebook down there. But yeah, yeah, that was a freaking nightmare. And now, not to freak anybody out, it's not my original printer. The guy who I normally print my Kickstarter stuff with, that normally prints the back issues for Psycho Sal, it's not that printer. We had to find a different printer when we did the omnibus, because apparently not all printers here in the US print hardbacks. So that's what threw a monkey wrench in the whole damn thing, was hardbacks. There's only a few comic printers that print hardbacks, and the few we found was either insanely expensive, or we would have to go to China. And then somebody recommended this guy, and we tried to work with him, and he dragged us along for almost 2 months. To the point that we finally just had to wash our hands of him and try to go find someone else. And then Lori found this other company that does them, and we had to then Lori sadly had to go from all the reformatting she did for that printer and change all the page setups and reformatting for this other printer, because they don't print the same. They're using different printers between the two. So well, you can tell on this chair that I sit like this, because look how that chair is leaning. Get back to the side. I'm gonna start remembering to set over here and wear it back this way. So yeah, so we got a lot going on. Like I said, if you're a retailer, if you're a comic shop or online seller, if you want one of these retailer bundles, let me know. I've got 2 of each of those books in retailer bundle form, 20 books to a bundle. If you haven't grabbed one of the mystery boxes, make sure you grab one of the mystery boxes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm so damn ready for the omnibus. Like I said, I need them to sell at my table at shows. I only have a few copies of Psycho Sal 1 through 9 because I didn't order anymore. I've been going to the last few shows, selling what single issue copies I had, because I wasn't going to order any more single copies. I was just going to carry the omnibus from now on. So yeah, You know, so this is I can't bitch too much. That's one of the reasons like I really haven't just lost my shit about it, is because out of 11 Kickstarters and 11 printer, or I mean 11 sets of Kickstarters being printed. This is the first time we've had a delay. All of our books have always shipped long before anyone else's Kickstarter books shipped. All of our Kickstarters have always been completed within a couple of months of when the Kickstarter ended. So out of 11 Kickstarters, this is the first one that we hit this huge delay on. And it didn't have anything to do with us or the book or anything. We did our part. It's just the trying to find a printer to print hardbacks. Like, I won't ever do hardbacks again. Like, that's how, like, I love hardbacks. I'm a big hardback book collector. My library is full of hardback books. I don't really mess with softbacks. I've got some comic trade paperbacks, sure. Like everybody, but hardback novels and books and stuff is what I like to collect. And so, yeah, I won't ever mess with printing hardback comics again. I had no clue that they were this hard to find a printer for in the US. Now I could have it printed in China or whatever with no problem, and probably save a shit ton of money. But as you guys know, I always try to support local businesses, especially if I know someone near me. I mean, I could get even my 11x17 prints. I could get that stuff printed online and have it shipped right to me. But I still print with a local printer. Well, he's not local to me now. He's an hour and a half away. But Andrea works in the same town, so she can go by and grab my box of prints for me, which is a huge help. Or I can have him ship them here. But my point is, I could save money by printing them online, but I'd rather deal with small business. Even my heating and air guy, I refuse to hire one of these big companies to do my heating and air. I found a trustable, person that's a owner operator that did it. I always try to work that way. So same thing goes with printing. I try to print in the US. I don't want to print outside. Like I said, we could save a ton of money. Like here, like, let me give you an example of how much of a money difference it is. My books here in the US, for printing, what I pay the printer to have the books printed and shipped to me, we're spending about $5 a book. China, you have the books printed for like $2 a pop. So that's how much of a difference it is. That's why some of the Kickstarter, a lot of Kickstarter people print their books in China, because it's such a massive difference. Because they'll ship those books from China over here. They'll order 400 or 500 books or more, and they'll have them shipped over here. And the shipping is, it's not, even though it's coming from there, it's not that huge of a deal because I guess of how they ship it or something. But even with the extra cost on the shipping, it's still cheaper than printing in the US. I mean, sadly, that's why a lot of businesses operate out of other countries. It's because the manufacturing of stuff is so much cheaper. I don't know. I was raised with support local business. I was raised with, hire someone that does a certain job before you hire some other person. Like, that's always been a weird one for me. Now, I'm not talking about hiring your cousin who sometimes does fencing to come fix your plumbing. You get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about that shit. But I mean, I know people who will go hire someone they don't know before they hire some, plumber. They actually know that they're an actual licensed plumber. It's such a weird thing. And, it's so strange, but it applies to in comics too. Like, I know people I'm friends with on a personal level that I know long before I was doing comics that hasn't bought a single issue of Psycho Sal or Cursed Moonlight or Rise of the Mummy, but they'll still go down to their comic shop and buy some indie books from the fucking comic shop. I have no clue why that is the way it is. I mean, I've got people that I know who will go hire someone else to do an art piece for them instead of hiring the artist they actually know. You know, and I'm not talking about because they're going to chase down some superstar name or something. I mean, just random shit, you know. I don't know why that is the way it is, but you know, I've always been told that, you know, you hire local first before you go to big companies and you shop US. You know, I don't know. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We would save a ton of money by doing it the other way around. That's for damn sure, even with the extra cost on shipping. It's amazing the price difference. And the sad thing is it's not that huge of a difference in the paper quality and stuff. That's the other thing. Because there's a reason, for those who don't know, Marvel, DC, Image Comics, all these comic companies, they don't print in the US. They print in, I believe it's Canada and China, but I believe it's mostly Canada. I think DC and Marvel prints in Canada. I could be wrong. It could be China. But for some reason I was thinking it was Canada, but they damn sure don't print in the US. That's why you're able to buy $3 books at the comic shop, but they're also printing 50,000 copies. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, like I said, sometimes, you know, printing issues happen. You know, shit's gonna happen. There's no way around it. Like I said, that's the reason I didn't show out about it or get super pissed off. I got annoyed, but I didn't get super pissed off because 11 Kickstarters, and this is the first one that we've had a delay. Now, to be fair, we're still in the window of when I said the books, you know, because most Kickstarters takes a year to fulfill. So we're still hugely in the narrow side of that time frame. You know, a few months ago when the Kickstarter wrapped up, but and I'm just ready for my damn omnibus, man. I'm super excited to get them because, like I said, I need them to sell at my table at shows for the trade paperback. But yeah, so make sure you guys also the website. If you have not gone to the website, make sure you go do so. Make sure you put your email in for the email list. We'll be doing our first ever subscribers giveaway here soon. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do for it, but all you have to do to be entered into it is be a subscriber on the website. That's it. And don't worry about anything. It doesn't cost you anything to be a subscriber on the website. We don't share out your email to anybody. We don't spam your email. Like, you'll be lucky to get one email a month from me. And you probably won't even get that. I'm super bad about sending emails out on the website. But I'm trying to get more in tune with doing well. Actually, Andrea is going to be helping me. She's taking over the website, so she'll be updating quantities and things like that, adding new stuff, removing stuff as it sells out. She'll be handling the email list, sending out updates for upcoming shows, upcoming raffles, upcoming sale events, things like that, upcoming Kickstarters, etc. So she's going to help me out with that and kind of take over the website because I spend like $60 something a month on that website and I barely use it. You know, and it's to a huge benefit for you guys to use the website because I think there's a 10% discount or a 15% discount for being a subscriber when you buy stuff. Not to mention on the checkout, you have Shop Pay, I think, is on there. PayPal, Pay in 4, you can use through there. Afterpay is on there. Klarna is on there. So you can use all those payment plan options to do your purchases. Yeah, so I'm super sorry about the delay on Sentinel, Veil of the Damned. I'm still working on that script. As you guys know, when I was writing the concept for Psycho Sal, I brought Chris Hayes on, who's a writer, to write the first 3 books and then issue number 9. So he took my notes and converted it into script. And then Lori Calcaterra came on and did 4 through 8 and converted my notes into scripts for those books. So they wrote the script. So that was a huge help that I wasn't having to do. But yet I wanted to try to dip into writing, because I could write the stories. I could write the concept and my notes. So, I wrote the one-shot book for Cursed Moonlight and Rise of the Mummy, my other IPs. As you guys know, I wrote the scripts for those books. And, and that was my first time ever writing scripts. So, they took me about 6 months or so each to write. And then, of course, my next story, The Sentinel Veil of the Damned, I'm super excited about that one, dealing with a veteran, and it deals with suicide and PTSD and things like that. So I'm definitely excited about that, and I'm trying my best to get the script done on it. But between working 10 hours a day doing comic shop stuff, and then the last 3 or so hours an evening, 4 hours working on the house, and then the weekends rolling around, I'm working on the house, I just have not had time to sit down and work on the script. It's probably about half written, and I'll do my best to try to get it done as soon as I can. I thought I had downloaded the cover. I was going to show you guys what the cover looked like. I thought I put that on my StreamYard, but I guess maybe I didn't. But yeah, so, and I've still got to sit down and talk to the guest artists, figure out who I'm going to put on the Kickstarter for guest artists. So yeah, I'm trying to get the dang thing done. It's just, I'm stretched so thin with everything else, it just takes the back burner. There's part of me that just wants to take my notes and everything and hand it to Lori or Chris and have them write it, but I really wanted to write that one myself. But I'll get to it as soon as I can. I'll finish it. I've still got to get Cursed Moonlight going. I'm not sorry, not Cursed Moonlight, Cycle of the Blood Moon. That's the one everybody's super damn excited about. Yeah, exactly. We also got the wedding in October, so we're trying to get stuff ready for that. It's just a lot going on, man. But we're getting it done. I'm almost done redoing the master bedroom. Oh yeah, you're fine, Jim. I'm almost done redoing the dining room. The dining room, the only thing we got left to do in the dining room is the tiles and the ceiling. I got to get those put up, and then the dining room will be pretty much done. Like, eventually I want to restain the hardwood floor in the dining room to a darker brown also, like I did the master bedroom, but that's going to be down the line. But the master bedroom's almost done. I'm going to let it set one more day because I only have about maybe a 10-foot by 6-foot spot that I have to do the floor, sand it, and then stain it. But I'm going to let it set one more day on the areas I've already done, so I can move the bed to the other side of the room and then stain the side that I need to finish, and then let that set for probably about 2 days. And then I'm going to put the top coat finish on the whole room and let that set for 24 hours. So yeah, we got a lot, man. I've got the dresser and the hutch repainted. I've got 2 more pieces of furniture that I have to repaint that's going into the master bedroom also. I've got a antique what's it called? Secretary's desk that I'm going to be putting in the master bedroom also. So yeah, I need to At some point, I need to repaint the bed. It's kind of a dark brown, but I'm trying to decide whether I want to go black with the bed to match the rest of the room, or whether I just want to stain it a little bit, restain it with a darker brown. I don't know. But like I said, the master bedroom's almost finished. The dining room's almost finished. And then after that, I got to figure out what room we're going to start on next. Part of me wants to start on the statue room so I can get all my statues unboxed and put up, but then there's part of me that wants to work on the parlor or either the living room. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's a lot of work though. It's so much work, but it'll be awesome. But yeah, I'll jump back on Sentinel as soon as I can, because I really do want to get it finished. Because I need to get it finished and out of the way so I can jump on Cycle of the Blood Moon. Because like I said, that's the big one everyone is super damn excited for. They're so ready for that damn story. That one, that's a huge one. That's like 30 damn books. That's dealing with werewolves and vampires and angels and demons and witches and all kinds of stuff. So I've got to get time for that too. Yep. I'm about to jump off too. I'm going to go grab some quick lunch or go downstairs and eat some quick lunch, and then I got to jump back on commissions. Finished up the new Path of the Pale Rider cover yesterday. Got that scanned and sent over to Dave Kemp for colors. I'm working on the new Ferryman cover for Chris Hayes today. Along with commissions. I'm working on 11x17 commissions today. Don't forget, guys, go grab you a mystery box. I only have 4 left. I think I have 4 or 5 left. I think it's 4 out of the 10. Remember, I only do mystery boxes either 2 or 3 times a year. A $150 box, a $200 box, and a $300 box. The one that's up right now is the $200 box. It comes with a random baller remark in it, $150 value right there alone. Then it comes with 3 signed 11x17 prints. There's you another $120 by itself. And then it comes with 3 signed exclusives. There's you another there's another $60 and another $60. $60 worth of prints, $60 worth of signed exclusives, and then $150 baller head sketch, baller remark head sketch. So go grab you one of those. Only 4 left, guys. $200 a pop plus shipping, and that includes $300 worth of actual physical goodies in it. So go check that out. Again, if you're a retailer, a comic shop, or an online seller, if you want to grab one of my artist exclusives, I've got 2 retailer bundles of each left: Darkness #1, Feral #10, and Department of Truth #0. First Elvis Presley story in a comic. First Elvis Presley on the cover of a comic by yours truly. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Make sure you go subscribe to the website that I linked in chat. Like I said, we're going to do the first ever subscribers giveaway here soon. And it's not really I hate to call it a subscriber thing, because you're not paying to be on it. It's just an email list. So I guess first email list giveaway. I don't know how to word it. But it's not a subscriber. You're not paying for anything on the website. You're just there. All you do is just enter your email, and then we'll do the giveaway at some point. And all you have to do is have your email, So I guess it is a subscription. What the hell is it called? It's not called a subscription because you're not paying. You're not subscribing. You're not paying to put your email into the website, but you are subscribing to the website email list. Subscribe to the email list, I guess. Hell, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a great day. Love you. Be good. Talk to you later.